On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
Deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Forcibly.
Done by physical power or violence, against someone's will.
Examples:
Forcibly remove. Forcibly taken into a car. The police officer forcibly removed the protesters from the public park.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Settler.
A person who moved with a group of others to live in a different country or area.
Examples:
New settlers. Settlers on some foreign shore. A large proportion of railway workers in settler colonies were white.
Indenture.
A legal agreement between two parties, typically a contract of apprenticeship or a deed of conveyance, that is written in duplicate or triplicate and separated by indentations to prevent fraud or alteration, and is often used to bind a person to a specific job or service.
Examples:
Indenture agreement. Legal indenture. The legal contract included an indenture that stipulated the responsibilities of each party.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Serf.
A person in feudal society who is bound to work on a lord's land and owes allegiance to the lord, a person who is subjected to a tyrannical or oppressive authority.
Examples:
Serf labor. Medieval serfs. My history class discussed the serf-based economy that dominated Europe during the Middle Ages.
Rum.
A distilled alcoholic beverage made from sugarcane or molasses, often aged and typically with a sweet, rich, or spicy flavor.
Examples:
Rum cocktail. Spiced rum. The rum and the pina colada gave the drink its signature kick.
Enrich.
To make better or improve in quality by adding something else.
Examples:
Enrich a gas with a balloon. Enrich public services. Reading not only increases knowledge, but also enriches life.
Prosper.
To be successful or thriving, especially financially, to grow and develop well, to flourish.
Examples:
Prosper in the long run. Prosper as a trading hub. With careful planning and hard work, she was able to prosper in her new business venture.
Firearm.
A weapon that is designed to be fired and uses an explosive charge to propel a projectile, such as a bullet or a shell.
Examples:
Stolen firearm. Legal firearms. I am a responsible firearm owner who follows all safety protocols.
Unimaginable.
Beyond what can be imagined or conceived, impossible to comprehend or envision.
Examples:
Unimaginable horror. Unimaginable depths. The complexity of scientific theories was unimaginable for most people.
Shave.
To remove body hair with a razor, to cut the price of something.
Examples:
Shave my head. Shave cheese. That supermarket tried to shave certain costs by saving electricity.
Louse.
A small, wingless insect that lives on the bodies of mammals and birds, often considered a parasite, a contemptible or despicable person.
Examples:
Pubic louse. Louse egg. The child was sent home from school because of a lice infestation caused by one louse.
Cram.
To force or try to fit a large amount of information into a short time, especially in preparation for an examination. To force or try to fit a large amount of something into a small space.
Examples:
Cram more circuits into chips. Cram 5 people into a car. She had to cram for the final exam and stayed up all night studying.
Overboard.
To an extreme or excessive degree, to a point where something becomes unreasonable or irrational.
Examples:
Fell overboard. Dumped overboard. He went overboard with his criticism, and it hurt her feelings. Captivity. The situation in which a person or animal is kept in prison or a space that they cannot escape from.
Examples:
Escape from captivity. Animals in captivity in the zoo. Pandas rarely breed in captivity. Cannibal. A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice. Examples: Cannibal tribe. Habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods. Starve. To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Humanize.
To make something or someone more humane or compassionate, to make something more relatable or understandable to humans.
Examples:
Humanize my pet. Humanize a room. The charity event aims to humanize the homeless rather than treat them as mere statistics.
Rebellion.
An act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
Examples:
Rebellion leader. Excite rebellion. The anti-government rebellion was put down quickly by the government's military forces.
Able-bodied.
Having a healthy and strong body capable of physical activities, not suffering from physical disabilities that limit movement or strength.
Examples:
Able-bodied worker. Able-bodied athlete. The job posting required an able-bodied person for heavy lifting.
Outlaw.
To make something illegal. Noun, a person who has committed a crime or has been legally convicted of a crime.
Examples:
Outlaw racial discrimination. Outlaw cloning of human cells. Some communities began to outlaw alcohol consumption.
Conquest.
The act or process of taking control of a country, area, or situation.
Examples:
Imperial conquest. Make a conquest. He continued to grow his empire through conquest.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Influx.
The arrival or entry of a large number of people, objects, or ideas into a place or system.
Examples:
Influx of capital. Influx of tourists. The influx of immigrants into urban areas can create significant social, economic, and political challenges for local communities.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Destine.
To determine or set the course of something in advance, often in a way that seems predetermined or inevitable. To specify or choose someone or something for a particular fate or outcome.
Examples:
Destine us to meet again. Be destined to become a great artist. Some people believe that we are all destined for greatness.
Abolition.
The act of formally ending a system, practice, or institution, especially one that is considered unjust or harmful.
Examples:
Complete abolition. Total abolition of a law. The abolition of slavery was a major milestone in the history of the United States.